Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Airborne Outdoors, and my name is Zach. This is the bug out bag butt pack build. Like I told you guys, I was probably going to upgrade that tin, so I went ahead and did that. I'm on the larger tin. Dug out some more Grimlocks that may be attached to the bug out bag. And then I have most of the things here laid out. I've put all these things in the tin and they actually fit. Not those Grimlocks, those attach onto the bag. All this stuff fits in that butt pack. The first aid kit, the poncho. Went with a different some different items, but that's not what this video is about. We're just hanging out in the Airborne Outdoors survival dungeon. We have stacked to the ceiling, just all kinds of survival gear in the bins and mostly categorized. We got some of our fire kit stuff there. We got some other stuff going on over there. We got stuff stacked up over here. We got all these bins, our cot, cordage, combustion cover, container, candle, cotton, compass, cargo tape, and canvas, needle, various things. Bug out bag down here. We're still going to look at all that stuff. We're still working on that. We got some advice on that bag today to maybe remove that big giant tarp in there, that big Arcturus 8.5 by 12. It is huge, but I think it's worthwhile for the family. But got some good advice to maybe go to a smaller tarp and pack some extra clothes in there, like wool socks and long underwear and stuff like this. I have most of my camping stuff down there. Got some long underwear there. Anyway, guys, let's start looking at this kit here. I wasted your first minute and 45 seconds. We're just going to look at a compact 10 C's of survivability intended for when I'm out on a day hike out in the woods, and I'm going to walk 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe at the most 6 miles, and something that will just fit on my person without having to carry a backpack or anything. It's cooler weather right now. It's starting into winter in Minnesota, so I regularly have my Pendleton wool zip-up jacket on. And now that it's really cold, I have that on with the Bearskin Tactical 4.0 hoodie over the top of that, with hat and gloves, and sometimes long underwear and pants, and then of course some decent hiking shoes. So this kit is just tiny, and it's intended to fit in the pockets of that Bearskin Tactical 4.0. So you got 2 sleeve pockets, you got a chest pocket, your side pockets, inside pockets. This stuff all fits easy. So let's just go off with your basic Mora knife, even though this one is branded Bahco. Again, like I said, I buy more stainless steel in these versions of knives just because I'm in a very wet, cold environment where got to worry about rust. But we got cutting. We got cordage, just I think this might be 50 feet, and this is that fire cord, so it doesn't have the fishing line or the anything else in there. It just has a fire line in there. So it's 550 cord with 1 extra red fire tinder in there, which can come in handy. But again, it fits in the pocket, fits in the inside pocket, fits in the outside pocket. Cut cordage. Here's the combustion device. Just went with that Ultimate Survival Technologies Strike Force. I like this little kit because you have your barrel rod in there, and then on the tip here I have it just chock full of what do you call it? Jute twine. So that's just a small something to start a fire with. Cover option. Went with I have a bunch of different stuff that could be cover option. Like I would have rather put like a bigger full size, almost like a Grabber Outdoors tarp, but that's not going to fit in your pockets. Just something that can fit in your pocket. So this is about as big as I could get. I could have went with like the SOL not escape bivy, but the little survival bivy. It's just round about like that and that long, but this is just flatter, and it is for 2 people, so it could easily wrap around one big dude, or even 2 people. So cover option, cut cordage, combustion cover, container, which I carry anyway. This doesn't fit in my pockets, but it's just a cheap stainless steel canteen. Has the cup in there. Has the loop here, so I loop this onto my belt. So I'm going out for a hike, I loop this on my belt, pack this stuff in my pockets. So there's your 5 C's: cut, cordage, combustion cover, container. And then to finish it off, for the next 5 C's, we have the candling device, and this is just an Energizer headlamp, works great. Woo, has kind of low and high. It's the medium and low are about the same, but candle, cotton. Just have that Ultimate Survival Technologies bandana with all the survival instructions on it. Even has some advice about like what to pack and some various. This one I haven't even. It's almost still brand new. I haven't even really like unfolded it yet. And then we have our compass, because I switched this compass out of the bug out bag and I went to the better the TrueArc 15, which is the most expensive compass I have. I threw that in the bug out bag and I switched that out just for having the orange also. Might even go buy some kind of orange container cover for this. Since you're just out on a hike, you're not trying to be tactical at all. You know, if anything, you need this for if you get lost or injured or, you know, off trail and you want to be able to be seen and be found and, you know, have some flagging device. You want to find this if you drop it. And so anyway, you got some basic kit going. There's your duct tape. Finishing out the 10Cs. I don't have the needle as far as 10 items, because I think this item right here is more valuable for a day hike than a needle if I'm going to bring 10 items. And that would be the whistle, Ultimate Survival Technologies whistle. I do have a lot of UST items. I mean, this is SOL. This is SOL. This is UST. This tape. This bandana. Anyway, there's 10 items, almost the exact 10 Cs, except for the whistle instead of the needle. You could throw a signal whistle in here too. I mean, I have you. If I was gonna just finish it out, maybe throw like a lighter in there. Like I said, on my EDC, I normally have like my Swiss Army knife on me. But this is just a small 10Cs that can easily fit in the pockets of your jacket, your pants. I mean, look at this. You could fit almost all of this in your pockets. All this stuff here let's take out everything that I think could fit in your pockets. That stuff could easily fit in your pockets if like your jeans or your khakis. This, for me, I could fit this in my front pocket of my khakis. It'd be close depending on how big your pants are. You could tuck this in a back pocket. I don't have a wallet in my pocket, just because I like to preserve my back and not have a big lump on one side of my pelvis. So this would fit in my back pocket, maybe along with, you know, and this could maybe fit in the other back pocket, and then have that strapped on. But definitely could easily fit these items in your pockets. Have an extra safety precaution. You got a little shelter. You got a little fire. You know, you could boil water. This is stainless steel. Of course, have it full before you leave. You know, another item, like I said, I always bring a 400-calorie food bar on my hikes. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this 10Cs. I hope you will consider sharing, and subscribing to Airborne Outdoors. We're just getting started. I think we just passed up 70 or 75 subscribers, so we're just getting started. We're still amateur with the phone and with the poor editing and the poor video shots. But guys, it's real. It's real gear. It's real content. It's real useful. I hope you enjoyed it. I think you will enjoy the future videos as I improve the quality of my channel, upgrading the cameras and the editing equipment, and maybe even a new laptop with new editing gear. So anyway, guys, I have tons more videos coming up, tons more survival kits and scouting kits and bug out bags, and be ready tomorrow. We'll go through the rest of that tin and show. I added a bunch of stuff, took some stuff out, changed out some stuff, and I think I have it a lot better of an individual kit, where if I'm away from the main bag, away from the main shelter, adding some items in some pockets, and we're gonna check all that out tomorrow, guys. So thanks for checking me out. I will see you tomorrow in the next video.